Number one way to get rich is to make your business profitable. The number one way to do that is to keep expenses low. But we do cars, so that's not really possible. And I built my dream home garage out of the small space that I have. But I think we need some more. I've been spoiled with space for the better part of the last decade. And I'm not complaining about this garage. I actually redid this entire garage during the pandemic, and it's pretty damn nice. But for everyone who wonders why I complain about this place when I have to make videos, under 17 feet wide, under 19 feet long. So I'm not complaining about this space. I love my home garage, but as the channel grows and we want to take on more projects and have more cars to make more content from, and even just have a good place to shoot, it's beginning to feel more and more cramped. So we decided to take a leap and get a shop. I love working from home and being able to spend time with Champ throughout the day. But shooting at your house just isn't really ideal. It's also tough when you live with someone else and have to have your whole life on the internet. So it's not super fair to Amy or to Champ. But not only did we pick the most expensive hobby to get into, but we also live in the most expensive area in the world. So we've been looking for a shop space for many months, and it was really discouraging. I actually thought that I should move out of state because of how pathetically small and expensive everything is here. Oh my God, this guy has never driven a low car before in his life. But that's also what I deal with in the pains of my driveway. Wow, that was a real display.
The car's still in one piece, nothing's broken. What are you tripping about?
Thank the Lord you have those little bumper holder honors.
That's right. That's right. Those boing-yoings saved my ass.
In an attempt to de-jank Jolly's car, look at this thing. I found this from my old E46 and it's so sick.
I'm so glad you don't have a shot of the old setup.
Why? Just to let him know.
It was hose clamped to a pool noodle.
Hose clamped to a pool noodle. I think I put this in my E46 back in like 2016. And I kept it when I sold the car because it was so cool. So this is going to be the new HQ for the channel and also
the driver's era. This is the headquarters. Do we need a garage? Do we need a building for the brand? No, but also yes.
Actually, yes, because I was subletting space from Jason and that ended. Ron has been leaving his car in like a generic storage garage.
What?
And Jolly left his car in a different state. So we did need a shop. We needed a place to do business, to do car stuff, to have our cars.
And a creative hub, and we're gonna build this place out within our vision of what driver's era is. Our dedication to the best era of cars.
Yeah.
Speaking of the driver's era, drivers-era.com. If you go over there right now, we got crew necks, we got these sick hoodies, we got a couple new products coming in soon.
And free with every purchase on drivers-era.com, a subscription to my YouTube channel. You just have to go there and click it yourself. So let's go inside because we got the shop completely stacked out. And we've got a big tour ahead of getting around this whole facility.
It's gonna take the rest of the episode to walk you through this.
That's such a good comment. If you thought cars were hard, try doing construction with pretty much no tools.
Dude, we've already been putting a bunch of work into this place, but the shop takes the priority, so let's show you that part.
We had to get set up in the shop first, but we do need an office to all work together. So this is the next step, but we really wanted to get the cars in and start being able to do work in there. So we've got a massive shop tour for you this episode, and it has been a doozy getting this place ready.
But it didn't always look like this.
Got a shop.
Got a brand new shop.
feels better than getting a big old sheet to come down. The big sheets is where it's at. Still hot. Well, that's not hot.
I would help them, but I'm vertically challenged.
Yeah, right. You're doing the thing that filmers do.
I can't help. I'm so much shorter than them.
I got the camera here.
I'm so much shorter.
Cheers.
Hey, welcome to the new home of Driver's Era.
You want to do is and have all that.
No, y'all not thinking about building a second floor.
Dude, the shop
y'all-
is really small. Imagine we had a mezzanine section.
You're not thinking about building a second floor, though.
Is a 9.
Mezzanine.
You guys are not capable of building a second floor.
Dude,
There's
listen.
somebody smart.
I once VR6 swapped a GTI in one weekend. I could do this. It still doesn't run though. But
I did 3 oil changes in 45 minutes on the Evo. I'm ready. I'm ready for construction. All right.
He just circ saw all this shit, you know, like separated. We can pull a truck in here, just yank that whole thing down, save you some time. It looks sick.
hell yeah. Ron and I have become contractors. And we're not good at it. We've got the cutting Raptor on the back. We got a vacuum, a set of Yokohamas, and some wood. So what we decided to do in the office was we painted this back wall the same green as in the shop. It's like almost black. It looks black in the shop, but green in the light, which is cool. We want to do something kind of interesting on the walls, so we figured we're gonna do some nice finished plywood to give it a little bit of a texture in here.
Yeah, I think like a little maple. I think we'll probably do a little shellac on it, but I don't know. I just kind of like that look. Actually, a big inspiration was Alex Bernstein's garage.
So we're taking our swing at being contractors, and honestly, we're probably gonna end up sticking to cars. We've made some pretty good progress, and it's not fully done, but we're loving the vibes. so
Honestly,
far.
it's looking so much better than the stucco bullshit that was on there.
But now we're up to the final part that's gonna take a lot of finesse. This last board has to be cut height, width, and an outlet. This is like the final frontier of boards. This is the most contractor shit. This thing has like 4,000 layers of paint. So there's no actual corner. It's like a rounded edge of melted ice cream.
Literally cutting corners here, but whatever. Don't film it too much. It's fine. These sheets have like a light.
Oh, you want to take a pass?
I don't want to take a pass.
It's kind of fun, you know?
Oh god. Oh god.
Too wet.
Spin it around. Spin it
Oh
around.
my God! Get in there, Dave. Get back up.
It's way too wet. It's fine. It's fine. We'll bring it back.
So we actually did a pretty good job getting this one wall all dialed in, and we even stained it. It looks a bit lighter in person, but this looks really nice. We're getting lifts today, and we didn't fully prepare what we had to do, so Ron was taking down some lights. This is an exciting day because we're finally gonna be able to start moving in. We have not really started bringing our stuff or our cars in here because we knew we'd have to clear it all out when the lifts came. So today, Ben Pack is delivering some nice stuff, and then tomorrow we're taking out some lifts from the speakeasy, and we're finally gonna get this place sorted. What's up, boys? So the guys are getting the lifts unloaded. Although it seems really simple, it took a lot of planning to figure out where we were gonna put these. So one PL 6000 going in this corner, and another one going in this corner. So we'll have 2 stackers in the back. We're actually gonna put a 2-post lift right in the center in front of the other PL6000 right here. That actually was the only way that we could fit 3 lifts in the shop, 2 storage lifts and 1 working lift, which is really all we need so we could store all of our cars, but also have a place to build them. And the goal is to have this done and like somewhat moved in by the end of the week, Sunday. Maybe we'll wrap this up. We'll have some of the boys over, have a little hangout to celebrate us finally being sort of done. First lift is in. Ron and I also went next door where they're renovating the unit and we stole a door out of the garbage. So now we have a door going into the office.
You know what I'm saying?
This whole shop renovation thing is getting super expensive. So, you know, we gotta cut corners where we can. So garbage door going in. I actually bolted up on the hinges, nice and easy, but the door handle is way too low. Even though we both have like renovated our houses, it seems like we've learned pretty much nothing.
A little bit.
Look at how cool that couch is.
That couch is fire.
Let's go build shit.
All the lifts are installed. We did a really bad shooting it because Jolly had to be at his apartment all week waiting for an electrician.
Look at this focus.
All right, all the lifts are in.
All the lifts are in.
They don't work yet. The electrician is coming tomorrow. Benpack came through with a lot of new equipment. We went for these PL6000s. They're like car storage lifts, and what's really cool about them is when they're up, they have like essentially no footprint, which is gonna be super helpful in the shop.
Super sick.
So they're really small, and then we took our 2-post lift out of the speakeasy, they moved it here. We're running it in the narrower configuration since all of our cars are pretty small. And the way we set it up is that you just pretty much drive through to get onto the stacker lift, and whenever we want to put cars on them, we'll like back them in. But the space actually worked out pretty good. Originally, I was like,
The first time we ever pulled a car in here was like, what have we done?
we were like, wow,
we
we screwed up.
unsigned this lease.
But it worked out. So big shout out to Benpack for helping us out. They supported us and helped us with all this stuff at Hoonigan for all the years. So when we got our own place, they still came on board. So big shout out to them. So we got a lot of other crap to unpack too.
We got a table, we got an engine stand, we got an engine hoist, we got an oil drain,
Should pull them out.
we got a jack.
We got a lot of stuff. You're gonna pretend to film so you don't have to do anything like always. And
I brought tools. I'll help.
Yeah. Where's your tools?
Right here.
Where's your tools?
Right here.
A fire extinguisher and water.
No. I don't want to talk about that. Let's get to work.
All right.
there is one thing about this shop that makes it better than all the other shops.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
It's got goddamn air conditioning.
Like a lot of it.
It's got a lot of AC.
A lot of AC.
Look at the ducts.
This has 100% more AC than your Evo does.
Just
You know who else's Evo has 100% more AC than? Yours too.
choice.
Oh, yeah, mine's not by choice. I hate that. Tomorrow, electrician comes, and then weekend barbecue.
yes.
The lifts are powered up, so there's one last thing to do, which is what we maybe should have done before the lifts went in. We cleared everything out because we want to clean the floors. That's it. We got it all done. It's finally time to move some stuff in. We're gonna let this dry overnight, and then we're gonna pull some cars in and start getting this place ready to go. I also forgot to mention that the dude who wired up the shop is actually Jason, who loaned us the silver base model Integra for the last Worth It episode. So if you're around the Long Beach, OC area, and you want someone to wire up your shop, hit him up. I'll put his tag in the description below. So this is it. This is our small, humble abode. This costs us $3,500 a month for a place That's probably the size of a lot of your garages, but out here in California, this is like a rarity.
It's prime. And as we mentioned before, air conditioning. That's a huge, huge piece of this. It makes it that much better to work on in the summer.
Like, you guys don't understand. When you're trying to make videos and you're just like dripping sweat, kind of sucks.
It's a demotivator for sure.
When we first started looking for a shop, like it quickly came to a point where I was like, this just isn't worth it. There's nothing around that is close proximity to our homes and even relatively affordable.
Yeah, and it's hard to find it on listings like LoopNet, Facebook Marketplace. A lot of places are word of mouth. So we hit up our buddy Rusty, who actually helped us find the first Hoonigan donut garage. He got us in Tire Slayer Studios, and he's a major Honda head. So I hit him up. He's like, come by my shop, see if you like the setup. We came over to this perfect little oasis of restaurants close to home. And we walk in, and he's got a sick setup just for him and his homies.
So they got 11 Honda Civics next door, which is pretty nuts. We have a bit bigger cars, and our biggest problem is actually the ethos of the Driver's Era brand is to drive your car. So nothing gets deep stored. Our big thing was trying to figure out a shop where we could store cars, work on cars, but also access them and get in and out easily. That's where BenPack came into play, and we got this shop set up the way that we hope is going to work. We know the place is comically small, but we're really excited about it. So let's give you the micro tour. And this is a shop that's not set up yet. We've only been in here for a couple of weeks and we're still trying to figure it out. So the first thing and the most important was figuring out car storage. So we just got these BenPack lifts installed literally last week. And now that these are situated, we're trying to figure out how everything works, how to build storage, how to make everything modular, and how to fit everything else in that we need.
So the way it's set up right now, it seems simple, but it actually took us a long time to figure out the perfect way to have cars stored where you could have deep storage and be able to take any car out at any time easily. And little things, how narrow it is, where the door is placed, a lot of that dictates your access.
But the great thing about BenPack is they have a lot of options for lifts. And I had some HD9 4-posts at the Shitbox Speakeasy, but they actually wouldn't fit here. When we were down at TJ Hunt's shop, he had these PL6000s and I was like, oh my God, these are perfect for the shop because they're actually 2-post cantilever lifts. So the nice part is it doesn't take up more space than a car. Whereas a 4-post, we would have a post here and one right in front of the 360. So it started to feel really cramped. And our whole idea was like, how do we maximize space at the shop so that we can store the cars, but we can also like work around them. These actually worked out perfect and they look really cool. I just think we got to add some like underglow.
Absolutely. That's the one thing you'll notice in this video. Lighting is still a big thing we got to work on. But then came the crisis. We got these placed, they came in, and then we're like, how are we gonna fit a 2-post in here?
So originally the thought was like maybe we do quick jacks on the floor. I've done all my work at home on those and they're great, but I had already owned this lift at the Speakeasy, so we were like, let's try to make it work. So the thought is work on it with the car backed in and the cars behind could actually drive through this lift and even under a project car if it's stuck on the lift.
So as you can see, we figured that part out, the car storage, lift placement, everything, and then don't look too close at all this. This is still a work in progress. We got a tire machine, we got a tire balancer, we got a compressor, we got a table, but with the space this small, you gotta be so smart about how you place everything and making it modular.
So I think pretty much everything is gonna go on casters. So we're gonna make the balancer sit in the corner, put the tire machine on the casters, we're gonna get some rolling storage racks, rolling benches, the toolbox is already rolling. So this way we can move stuff around. And honestly, this little lot is gonna become pretty cool. We've got Access Garage, the Honda guys next door. We have SoCal Drivers Club moved into the 2 units next door to us, and they're gonna build out like a sim racing headquarters. There's a Corvette shop, there's a old school Z racing shop. So like there's a lot of car people here. I think we're gonna have a good little community.
A couple more might move in too.
Yeah, so figured let's give you a little update on all the cars in the shop. Evo 5, newest purchase to the channel and to me. This car was bought to not be a project, but it is a project. It's got a bunch of problems like a blown transmission, a turbo kit that doesn't fit AC, a drive-by-wire gas pedal that doesn't fit, and a couple other little things. This car is gonna get a little mods off camera, but I have an interesting concept for an episode that I'm gonna be putting out in a couple weeks. It should be a pretty complete car and not need a ton of work.
this is my 1991 Lancia Delta Integrale. Now, some of you may remember this car came from Carcane Abroad. That's a series that we did on Hoonigan with me, Vin, and Scotto. Vin got an E30 wagon, Scotto got 2 Audis, of course, and I kept this thing. I brought it back home, and then I blew it up, and then I just had it rebuilt, so it's on break-in miles now.
The new wheel setup on it looks super
It
hard,
changed
though.
everything. The new wheel setup changed everything. So my goal with this is to make it the perfect weekend canyon cruiser. I got a couple little things in the works, but nothing too wild on this one.
And for everyone who's been wondering where the 360 was, I've been daily driving it and it's been great. But I had 2 Pennzoil commercials to shoot with it. They were nice enough to actually want this car in one of their global commercials, which is insane. But they wanted it to look like this. So I've been holding it off. Next week, I'm tearing this car apart and it's going through its next major phase of transformation. So if you've been waiting for 360 content, it's coming.
And then the BBS boys right here.
Yo, this stack
LM,
is so
LM
sick.
stack.
Jolly,
I love it.
Jolly, skew, hurt, skew. Look at this. Yes!
No VSXX. Nah.
The original.
LX. That car is pretty much done. It's like a period correct 2000s tuner era build. It's got Greddy V-mount, stock 13B, twin turbos, Olin suspension, visually plain, but perfect drivers.
Classic cruiser.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Thanks for coming to our Sharp tour, guys. Love you. Bye. Talk about these cars.
and then
Nothing to talk about.
our broken boy Jolly, who reluctantly works with boring guys like me and Ron, has his car and we convinced him to leave them here even though he'd rather just park them on the street near his house. What do you got? Tell us, give us a quick in case they missed an episode.
This is probably the only important car in this whole shop.
Yeah, all right.
My 1994 JZX90 Tour V. Tour V! I don't know, it's not anything special, it's just like a street cruiser that I wanted to look hot. That's it. Fully kitted out with car modified wonder, hood, bumpers, skirts, apex, intake, Greddy intercooler, stock, everything else. Coil rad.
And manual swap.
Oh, yeah, right.
And the most important things.
R154 swap, because automatics in this car suck.
All right, now get away and tell us about this other thing.
This is probably where I'm gonna like turn a new leaf in my life. I wanted to get better at grip driving because I really suck at it.
Yo, this is great because
We did it. We converted him.
I'm gonna help Jolly class up this Z.
Yeah.
Step 1, we're getting rid of the dingalingas. Step 2, we're getting rid of this painted bumper grill.
Oh my god. The dingalingas. Yeah, this is just my practice car to learn how to drive better through Ron and Vin.
Yo, and honestly, so Jolly has always been such a hater on his own stuff, but the Z is actually one of the greatest driver's era cars. It's affordable, it's somewhat lightweight, it's a dedicated sports car, and it's got a ton of aftermarket.
Yeah.
For the price point, I don't think that there are many better driving cars than a 370Z. I would say they're cheaper than M3s, not as good, but close.
I love that you had to slide that in there. You did. But hey, it is a great driver's era car. And my favorite thing about Jolly's setup is on levels. So Jolly also has a white Toyota Tundra. So if you look at the white Tundra, you look at the Tsunami Blue Z, and you got the purple JZX. What do you have? Solo Jazz.
Jolly Jam.
So that's our little shop. We got a couple more cars that aren't here. This is gonna be like the home for doing some build content, doing some studio shows, creating some good stuff for Driver's Era. But we've got some friends coming over tomorrow. So we're gonna clean this place up, have some friends over, and just like enjoy the shop for a day.
I don't think we have nearly enough insurance to have this thing parked inside right now.
Yeah, so let me give you the rundown on this, because I know everything about these, because I'm clearly a big Porsche guy, okay? These are my neighbors, and they make sick shit, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'll let Somebody that knows what the fuck.
This is my homie David from Porsche Santa Clarita, and he brought this friggin' thing here. Honestly, crazy first guest to have at the shop.
I think it speaks volumes though to see where Driver's Era is headed. So
what is this thing?
So this is the Gunther Works Turbo Project Tornado. It's basically a resto mod Porsche. You know, they're bound by the laws of Porsche, like Singer, to be reimagining 911. So this is reimagined by Gunther
Hit him
Works.
with the facts on this thing, power-wise.
700 horsepower, twin turbo, raw sport 4-liter.
It's
everything you want in an analog Porsche.
It's insane. If you want to see me drive it, I don't know, comment that so I can try to convince these guys to let me.
We'll talk to them. We'll talk to them.
But if you want to learn more about this car, he's doing some videos on the Porsche Santa Clarita channel, so go check that out. But goddamn, this is sick. And I'm holding up everyone from eating some meat. So montage.